Hello and welcome to our introduction into soft skills. If you don't know what soft skills are, that is okay. Today we are going to be talking about what soft skills are, the soft skills you already have, how to identify your soft skills, and how you get to use them at work. Soft skills are parts of your personality and behavior. Sometimes they're developed naturally. Other times they're gained through our interests, our hobbies, and part-time jobs. Everyone has soft skills, and they're so important to employers when hiring new job candidates. The reason why they're so important is they determine how well we do our job on our own and how well we get along with others when working with people like our boss, our coworkers, and even our customers. Let me give you our first soft skill example, courtesy. Have you ever heard of courtesy? Maybe you've had a parent ask you, hold the door open for the person behind you when you've been out and about. Or maybe you've heard a job title called a courtesy clerk at a grocery store. But do you actually know what courtesy means? Courtesy is defined as politeness in one's attitudes and behaviors towards others, meaning being kind and respectful towards other people, so treating others the way that you want to be treated. For example, courtesy at home might look like you doing the dishes without being asked while your parents are at work, because you know when they get home it might be a huge help for them to just already have the dishes done. With your friends, being courteous may look like being patient with them if they have to cancel plans last minute. We've all had to cancel plans. So being understanding and even asking them if they need any help in the moment, or saying you understand and can reschedule, are all ways to show that you are being courteous. At work, being courteous may look like when you are bagging groceries, you notice that your plastic bags are running low. And before you go and get more bags, you go around to each register and ask the other baggers if they need more bags too. One of the ways you can identify if you currently have this as one of your soft skills is by answering the next 5 questions I'm about to ask you honestly. After I ask you each question, think. Would you answer no, not always, sometimes, or yes, often to the following question? Here's the first question. Do you use good manners with the people that you talk to? Friends, family, coworkers? No, not always. Sometimes. Yes, often. Do you give polite greetings to people when you see them by making eye contact, saying hello, and smiling? No, not always. Sometimes. Yes, often. Do you have patience with people when situations are stressful? No, not always. Sometimes. Yes, often. Are you able to apologize without being asked to? No, not always. Sometimes. Yes, often. Are you respectful towards others and their belongings? No, not always. Sometimes. Yes, often. Did you answer yes often to the questions I asked? If so, you are confident in your ability to show courtesy. Did you answer sometimes to the questions I asked? If so, you are pretty confident in your ability to be courteous. Consider asking someone you know and trust to show you some other ways to continue to be courteous. Did you answer no, not always to the questions I asked? If so, you are still developing your soft skills of being courteous, and that's okay. Go ahead and ask somebody you know and trust to help you with developing that skill and show you some ways that you can be courteous. Like I said, soft skills can be used both at home and in our everyday lives. Soft skills are related to how well we work with and interact with others. In other words, they are our people skills. Here, let's try another skill, problem solving. Have you ever heard of problem solving? Has anyone ever told you try it out on your own first, and if you still can't figure it out, then come and get me? In moments like that, that individual is trying to teach you how to problem solve on your own. Problem solving is defined as finding solutions to difficult questions, meaning when you are faced with challenges, you try to find solutions to those challenges, either by asking others for help or trying to figure it out on your own. For example, at home, problem solving might look like trying to figure out what you're going to have for dinner. Pizza rolls might be easy, but you're trying to learn how to cook. So you go online and you look up a grilled chicken recipe and you take notes. Not only have you solved your problem of trying to figure out what you're going to have for dinner, now you have learned a brand new recipe to make for next time. With your friends, you might run into a problem where both friends want to host a game night at their house. So you come up with a solution where they'll actually take turns hosting a game night. One week and then one the next. Having to solve a problem at work may happen if you run into construction on your way to work. The minute you see construction, you should call your boss and let them know that you might be late. And then the next time you go into work, make sure you take a route that doesn't involve construction at all. And just to be safe, leave 10 minutes early. By using your problem-solving skills, you can avoid being late this time. One of the ways you can identify if you currently have this as one of your soft skills is by answering the next 5 questions I'm about to ask you honestly. After I ask you each question, think. Would you answer no, not always, sometimes, or yes, often to the following question? Here's the first question. Did you stop and try to figure out the problem before rushing to conclusions? No, not always. Sometimes. Yes, often. Do you try to figure out the problem on your own first before asking for help from others? No, not always. Sometimes. Yes, often. Do you try more than once? Meaning, if the first solution didn't work, do you try another one instead of just giving up? No, not always. Sometimes. Yes, often. Are you able to learn from past mistakes and prevent them from happening again with better solutions to those problems? No, not always. Sometimes. Yes, often. Are you able to stay calm during high-pressure situations and finish the tasks? No, not always. Sometimes. Yes, often. Did you answer yes often to the questions I asked? If so, you are confident in your ability to problem solve. Did you answer sometimes to the questions that I asked? If so, you feel pretty confident in your ability to problem solve. Consider asking somebody you know to show you some ways that you can continue to grow your problem solving skills. Did you answer no, not always to the questions I asked? If so, you are still developing your problem solving skills. Consider asking somebody you know and trust to show you some ways that you can continue to practice problem solving. Remember, soft skills will help you be successful in any job, and we all have them. Thank you for watching this week's video. Keep using those soft skills.